All right, we need to go to Havarl for whatever reason. The meeting point. What was this? Oh, this was what's his butt's mission? I have so many personal missions I need to go take care of. Maybe we should do that. I was just thinking, because if we push the main story forward as we want to do, it still doesn't resolve all of the personal missions that we have to take care of. You know what I mean? Because, like, I want to get these companion stuff done, but if I haven't done this stuff before pushing the main mission forward, have I explored all this? I have, yeah. If I haven't pushed their stories forward, then I'm not going to get any additional stuff by pushing the main story forward. So I think I got to go do that. I've got a lot of them, so I don't know. Maybe that should now be the priority, then shift back into main story stuff. I think that would work quite well. Okay, let's land on the planet and do this one. And I actually have a lot of missions here. Helping Havarl scientists, Turian Ark, recovering the past, Jal Ama Darav. Yes, our weapon stuff is good to go. Thank you. Almost about to level too. So I'll level after doing this mission.
Nav point for Darpalev. That's where the Mosai's team should be.
Okay.
It used to be an Angaran town. There'll be landing pads and good sightlines for a safe approach.
Anomaly on the sensors. Something big, possibly hostile, taking evasive action.
Wait, I don't think his...
Creepy. It's like they're space whales.
Well, that's something you don't see back home.
Or it's the Zerg. We found the Zerg. Burn it all. Spawn additional overlords.
Bringing us in.
Hello, Havarl. A new planet. A planet we have not yet seen. A pretty planet. A very pretty planet. So this is what I was going to do. So I want to look at this real quick. So we have this, which is on Havarl. So we have a lot of stuff here to do anyways, as we saw. But we also have, like, meet with this person on Vold. We got to go to the Ramav system for this one. Memory triggers. Yeah. We got to go to Eos, Padromos in particular. We have to go find a tracker in the Null system. Gotta wait for PB to do her stuff. I think the PB one is just push the main story further. Go to Vold, track the signal of the Ark. I need to find leads on the Turian Ark, which is what I'm doing here. Find worlds to evaluate. So this is another thing that I have here. Find this guy on Havarl, which is where we're at. Find the Turian encampment, which is here, I believe. Maybe not. I think it is. And talk with PB at the museum on Aya. So, like, that's what I need to do to push PB story forward. But as you see, we are on a new planet.
Ryder, I will meet you at Darpalev.
I'm actually a little tempted.
It's full of life. Maybe there are golden worlds out here after all.
If there's a vault here and it's working, I wonder why it didn't show up on the map in Eos.
I am very tempted to go back. Okay, I'm tempted to put off Havarl for a minute and go back and do some of these other missions on other planets. Then we can focus in on Havarl, because I believe that one of those missions actually leads me back here anyways. What do you want me to scan? I hear you booping and beeping at me. Where is this travel point? Is it on top? Also, the frame rate here is terrible.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Yeah. Okay, so that actually makes it a little bit easier, but there's a ton of stuff in here. You know what? That is exactly what I'm gonna do. I am going back to the ship. We will come back to. We got a taste of Havarl. It's so pretty and lush and different than everywhere we've been thus far, and it has cool, like bioluminescent foliage, which is also really fun. Sorry to tease you with Havarl. Now you know where we're going in the future. Bioluminescent.
Leaving Havarl. Bridge is yours, Pathfinder.
Thank you. Bioluminescent foliage is really interesting to me. In a D&D game that I run, I think I've spoken of it in this series before. It's my West Marches game. It, my Underdark is basically a fantasy cyberpunk setting. Actually, you know what? I need to leave this because I need to go to my journal. There's so many missions here, though. Let's go to Vold. Wait, what was the... Where did PB want me to go? I gotta go to Aya. Havarl. You know what? Let's go to Padromos first. I've got an idea of kind of how I want to go about checking all these off, and I think I have an optimal path in my head. Okay, so that's the Gills one, which is where we're going, which means then we would go to Aya and then Volt. Okay, so yes. So that was right. I set that up correctly. That's where I thought they were. I wasn't quite sure. You know, planets, where they are in space and all that. Anyways, my version of the Underdark has like a ton of bioluminescent stuff. So it's all really dark, but it is really cool. And
Pythias system, home of Eos and Prodromos.
yes, we're aware. You don't have to tell us that. It's just really cool because it's like, you know, you can come up with cool art for a zone like that if you have all this really cool plant life that you don't normally see because it like glows and creates light. It's cool. Havarl reminds me of that. I don't want to go to the Architect Husk, do I? What is this? Oh, I see.
Tracking a remnant architect.
Cool. Thank you. Whoops. No, back out. Thank you. And we'll land. And go to Prodromos. Yes. No, thank you. This game sometimes. It's like, just get me to my destination, please. Please. For once.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
As opposed to Path is a little excited. Path is a little anxious, you know. It's got the anxious poops, you know what I mean? I swear if you don't know what that is, you've never been anxious. Can you land any faster, please? Like, come on now. Just give me a little bit more speed. Right. So, I don't even have to do anything. Look at that. Oh, maybe I do. I totally do. I have to do everything. I have to do everything for these people and get nothing again in return. Where do I actually need to go? Is it just in this building over here? And also, why is the frame rate so poopy? It's like, I finish everything else on these planets, and then it just like, makes the game not smooth anymore. I could have just driven over here. Alright, tell me what you want. Stupid Gil.
I'm good. You're here. Yeah, so listen. She's only got a minute or two, and she's in rare form today, just to warn you. She's here kickstarting repopulation protocols, reversing the chemical procreation blockers for colonists. Calls it boosting the batter. She's gonna talk your ear off about your civic duty as a man.
That is what she's here to do. The woman takes her job seriously.
Hey, if you're cool with it. I mean, makes no never mind to me. No chance I'll ever oops a baby into the world.
Am I interrupting something?
Jill. About time. This is...
Save it. I asked you both to stop by, remember? Ryder, pleasure. I know we're all very busy, so I have only one question for you.
You want to boost my batter?
You want to know if you can reverse my chemical procreation blocker?
You baby. I see my reputation precedes me. The question is, what the hell did you do to him? It's like he's an adult or something.
Well...
He can even have a mature conversation without it degrading into pot shots. Unless I take it there. What's your secret?
He's an imposter.
I sneaked into the stasis pods and switched him with another baby.
My boy's in good hands. Okay, you're both off the hook. So glad I got to meet you, Ryder.
That's it?
Likewise.
That's literally all you wanted? I came all the way out here for you, woman. That is all you wanted? I just don't know anymore. I just feel like... You ever feel like you're just running in circles? You ever feel like you're running in place and the world is standing still around you and you're the only one moving? Do you ever feel like if you could, you would just, you know, go to a different galaxy, one that is a little bit more pleasant and has people that actually kind of you want to talk to, and not necessarily people that just talk about spicing up my batter or whatever it is?
Ascent is go.
Sometimes I feel like that.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
Why was that? Why did I have to go down? I could have called her. Right? Like,
Ryder.
Ryder. I could have called her. About Sam from Lexi. Thank you. Ryder. After our last discussion, Sam and I thought it best if we both took a crash course in AI history to gain a better understanding of each other's perspectives. It's been immensely helpful in finding common ground, but also for highlighting the differences between Sam and the Geth. The Geth didn't need the Quarians to survive, but Sam cannot carry out his primary function without a pathfinder. I still don't like that Sam has the ability to stop your heart, but I no longer have nightmares about him getting trigger happy with your life. Lexi. I read that. Okay. Am I going to have to go talk to Gil? Is this a new thing? I'm going to have to go be like, hey, Gil. Sup? Why didn't we just call her? Why did you force me to go down to that planet? That awful, awful planet with the terrible frame rates and life and everything else? Couldn't you have just, you know, rung her up? Hey, this is Ryder. You wanna chat? Where the hell is Gil? He doesn't even want to talk. He doesn't even want to talk? That was the end of his mission. He's done now. I gotta look around for... Oh, there he was. I literally jumped off as I saw him. My bad. My bad. Don't judge me. Wait, oh my gosh. Okay, come on. Get that. Thank you. Because I didn't want to crush myself. That would be smart. Whee! Hi, PB. Bye, PB. Gil?
Hey, you're 2 for 2.
What do you mean?
2 times face to face with the Archon. 2 times you spit in said face. Figuratively speaking, of course.
We were nose to nose this time. Some spit might have hit the mark.
That's a 2-way street, Ryder. Bastards trying to exalt us all, huh? That's what all this is about?
Could be.
Typically I like high-stakes games, but I'd rather be sitting at the kiddie table this time.
It was great meeting Jill. Any news from her?
You know the look PB gets when she finds something new? That greedy kid in a candy store look?
Yeah?
Jill's all goofy like that lately, which means there may be some pregnancies cropping up on Eos soon. After all her hard work, I'm so happy for her.
I see.
Out with it already. What's the deal with you and Callow? Anything I should be concerned about?
Twist my arm, why don't you? It's contrasting styles more than anything. He's a blueprint guy. I'm gears and guts. Got ink on his digits, not grease up to his elbows. If you didn't have me to balance him out, you might be in trouble. Heck, maybe that goes both ways.
I think it does.
Regale me with some poker wisdom.
well, bluffing and reading players aside, poker is all about math. If the odds of getting the card you need are greater than the bet, make the bet.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
I see. Okay. That still doesn't explain why she couldn't have just called me up. Hey, Ryder, how's it going? Nice to meet you. Really cool. Hey, maybe we'll meet each other on the Nexus one day.
That woman on the Nexus, she's a widow of one of my pilots.
The people you were training to explore the Scourge?
Zoe's wife was lost out there. For a fellow pilot, one does the right thing.
Like making sure her widow's got enough credits.
It's the least I can do. The most is conquering the Scourge once and for all.
That's an interesting little conversation. Okay, now. We could go to Vold, or we could go to Aya. We're going to go to Aya, because I believe that Aya is closer. Not that it matters. It's, you know, it's a hyperspace jump away, essentially. Or FTL? Are we doing FTL or hyperspace in Mass Effect nowadays? I don't remember. We don't have any of the Mass Effect relays, so that took us from place to place. Without those, the game's not Mass Effect anymore. It's just FTL Drive. And they already have a game called FTL, and it's fan-freaking-tastic. Right, Aya. Please, land on the planet. Yes, please also skip. Gotta, you know, use my time wisely here. Okay. I surprisingly have a lot of missions here. The Witnesses, Movie Night, Snacks, PB's Museum Trip, and the Andromeda Initiative. Very interesting. I guess it was useful to come back to some of these old planets to collect these. By the way, the reason I'm doing it is because I do believe that there are a couple things that do cross over with overall and the next thing in the game, so I want to get those done before moving on. Otherwise, I'm having to do backtracking, and as we said before, you gotta be pretty efficient in RPGs like this. As little backtracking as you can, especially in a series that may reach, you know, over 100 episodes, will reach over 100 episodes, just like all pretty much BioWare series. So it's just one of those things. Where the heck am I even going again? Because I don't even really know. There's something over here, so let's go see what this is. Hello, who are you?
Honor to meet you, Pathfinder. Initiative Pilot Marixus. I run supplies to your outposts.
Cool.
What brings you to Aya?
For survival supplies only Aya has. I'm waiting on clearance to enter the city, but it's taking too long. I understand their caution, but the outposts need these supplies. I have to get them, now.
They let me into the city? I can help.
I appreciate that. To start, EOS needs a way to produce food to support population growth. They've requested Kiloa seeds to begin their own crops. There's an agricultural scientist who might sell some.
I'll make sure to get those seeds.
Settlers on Kadara are suffering from a bacterial infection. They need Angaran antibiotics to fight it. A medic in the city should be able to help.
Got it. They'll have that medicine in no time.
Okay. So essentially, wait, does he still want to talk to me?
Pathfinder, more of your outposts need help, if you have time. Vold's power grid is lagging without proper solar input. The solar amplifier would give them a boost. The solar technicians here may have the required parts.
I'll see what I can find.
I think I know the problem with Andromeda. It's that the game has a lot of width. It is a very wide game. There is a lot of things to do. There's a lot of tasks to complete. There's a lot of missions here and there to go and do. There's a lot to explore. But within those things, there is not a lot of depth, right? It is a wide game. It is not a deep game, which is unfortunate because Mass Effect 2, deep game. Mass Effect 3 went a little wide, let's be honest, not as deep. And Mass Effect 2 is the best of them. I think they need to go more deep and less wide. I think that would make their future games a lot more enjoyable.